Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for this late night video right here on the home of the Gilmore Chronicles. TGC Reborn. This is episode number 181 of the Gilmore Chronicles Reborn series. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet. But don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And if you do, well, just keep refreshing my channel, and eventually the new videos will be coming up soon. Or just ask your friends, and that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Saturday night, October the 24th, 2020, or if you're now watching from somewhere else, it is October the 25th, 2020. It is time for another predictions video, as always, on this channel. Predictions, some little wrestling tidbits, and some movie news and other stuff, just random vlog stuff. But it's time for another prediction video, and as the title below says, on episode 181 of the Gilmore Chronicles, this is your WWE Hell in a Cell 2020 predictions. Hell in a Cell comes your way this Sunday, or tomorrow night, from the Thunderdome in Orlando, Florida, at the Amway Center. Live on pay-per-view and on the WWE Network for that low, low price of $9.99. And whatever stream you feel like getting it on. So Hell in a Cell is upon us, the yearly event where grudges end, some begin. But it's the yearly pay-per-view where two behemoths, or two ladies, step inside the box called Hell, in a Cell, that big red cage. I don't know why it's red. It looks like an ugly color. Should have went back to the original cage, but that's just me. But so Hell in a Cell comes your way tomorrow night. Not really looking forward to it. Thankfully, I have the night off, a day off tomorrow, so I can maybe see what this is all about. I'm only caring for maybe one or two matches. I mean, it's only 5 matches on the card. 5, and you're gonna try to fill up 2, maybe 3 hours with 5 matches. I know there may be matches probably gonna be on the announced on the pre-show tomorrow night at I believe it's at 6 o'clock tomorrow. The pay-per-view, I think, is at 7. So I think most of the Hell in a Cell matches are probably gonna go 20, maybe 30 minutes. So that's 90 minutes, about an hour and a half right there. Plus your 2 specialty matches, regular matches, probably last maybe 15 minutes at top, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Plus you got promos, you got video packages. So you can fill up maybe 2.5, maybe 3 hours in that. So maybe a 5-match card could do. But if this pay-per-view feels like a really bad version of Raw. But it is what it is, with SmackDown sprinkled in. That's all I gotta say about that. But anyway, we have to live with what we got. And like I said, 5 matches on the card. They announced one last night. And like I said, we'll probably get more matches tomorrow on the pre-show, or a match on the pre-show, and then maybe a match or 2 on the main show just to fill time. And we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to give you my predictions and my analysis, and That's as always, and then tell you who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, and that's probably all I gotta say about that. And then after this, after I do that, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Bound for Glory. I'm gonna just briefly summarize briefly give you the results. Not that I saw it, and not that I cared, but I'll give you that just for help. This was shit and giggles, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, let's begin with Hell in a Cell, and let's begin with a singles match for the Money in the Bank contract. We got Otis, the Money in the Bank briefcase winner, taking on The Miz with John Morrison, and Otis will probably have Tucker at ringside. So this all came about when Otis won the thing, and then we didn't, he was with Mandy Rose. He was doing his thing with Mandy, and the whole Dolph Ziggler feud, and really after that, we wasn't really doing much. And then they started the Miz and Morrison feud with Heavy Machinery, and that's what basically, they had matches, and Heavy Machinery won most of them, and that's what really this storyline and feud started. And with the draft coming up, even before the draft happened, Miz had some breaking news, and he said that Mandy Rose got traded to Raw. So they broke up. Him and they kind of broke up. Well, not storyline broke up, but broke up Otis and Mandy. Now Mandy's on Raw doing her thing with Dana Brooke, and Otis is on SmackDown, and Tucker, who got drafted to Raw, so they broke up Heavy Machinery, even though Otis was on Raw as El Gran Gordo. That's fucking horrible fucking thing that was. And then Otis trying to get back at The Miz for what he did, and then beating him up in the ring, and then de-pantsing him, like stripping him down to his tidy whities, and then The Miz, like, basically served Otis a lawsuit. So we're gonna go to court, and over the last few weeks, they've been stalling and delaying the thing, and Otis is going bankrupt as it is. But finally, last night on SmackDown, we get Laura and Otis, which sounded so corny, and we had JBL as the judge, Miz with a lawyer, then who he then fired, and Otis representing himself. And then we had Ron Simmons, damn, as the bailiff. Then we had Rey Mysterio. We had John Morrison on the stand. We had Asuka on the stand. We had Teddy Long as a stenographer. And it was just horrible. And then, Otis said, Otis got on the, said that, I won this fair and square. Miz should leave me alone. And then Miz said, I got some more evidence that I want to show JBL, and JBL actually allowed it and ruled that Otis has to defend the Money in the Bank briefcase against The Miz at Hell in a Cell. So this comes to a head, and we'll see what happens with this match. I'm not really looking forward to this match. I'm hoping The Miz. I'm not picking The Miz, but I hope he wins, so it can shut Otis up and let him go on his whatever Vince wants them to do. But but Otis is a Vince McMahon guy because Vince, likes this fat fuck. But more burial to The Miz. So I like The Miz to win, and then maybe try to cash in on Roman. Maybe at Hell in a Cell, maybe later on next year, but we'll see what happens with that. And I just don't think they're gonna. I really don't think they're gonna give it to the Miz. I think I think Otis is gonna win, and then eventually he'll cash in, but not against Roman. He'll cash in on the tag team championships when he'll get Tucker to join him on SmackDown, and then they'll win the SmackDown tag team titles from the Street Profits, and then Tucker will be traded back to SmackDown for whoever was on SmackDown, maybe Kalisto or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. I personally don't give two shits what happens, but I think Otis is going to win. I'm picking Otis to win. In a match I really don't give two shits about, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, then we go to another singles match. This time we get Jeff Hardy, dude, taking on Elias. Walk with Elias. Now, this came about last week. Elias made his triumphant return after getting, last time we saw him was when Jeff Hardy got arrested and got arrested in the whole thing with Sheamus on SmackDown, which led to the Ballroom Brawl, which Jeff won, conquering his demons, and then he got thrust into the Intercontinental title picture, which he won the tournament, and then lost the title to Sami Zayn at the last at Payback. In that ladder match with Sami Zayn and AJ Styles, and then they had AJ and Seth Rollins go at it on Monday Night Raw last week, and then we see Elias come from behind, come out of nowhere, and make his triumphant return, smashing Jeff Hardy in the back with the guitar, breaking it, and then as we saw this past Monday with the Elias concert, we saw Jeff Hardy playing a guitar check and then playing a little ditty, and then Elias got mad, and then he turned around and pulled off his hoodie. It was Jeff Hardy, and then he tried to destroy Elias with the guitar, and almost hit him right in the head with the electric guitar, and it's just basically beat him up a little bit. And then Elias talks to Kayla after that, and he still blames Jeff for him getting run over. He said Jeff Hardy was the one that ran him over. Though we all figured it out with Sheamus. So I don't know. This is WWE logic we're doing here. It's like, oh, Jeff Hardy, you ran him over, and then Jeff's like, I never ran you over, you idiot. It was Sheamus. So WWE creative, it's fantastic. So we get this match. I'm gonna go with Jeff Hardy to win. I really, I think Jeff's gonna win, and he's gonna pull it out. They could give it to Elias, since it's his first match back, but I still think Jeff Hardy's gonna win, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So Jeff Hardy gets the win, and it should be a pretty decent match. I think the storyline will probably continue on Monday Night Raw, probably a rematch Monday night on Raw anyway, because Monday night's gonna be all rematch central anyway, with a couple of filler crap in there, because excuse me, they're on the road to Survivor Series next month, which is 3 weeks away. So actually 4 weeks from tomorrow. So they got to start gearing up to what's going to be at Survivor Series. If there's a WWE title match, or what teams are going to be, or if NXT is going to be even involved. So might get some people going to NXT to start feuds and stuff, but we'll see what happens with that, and we move on. All right, then we get to the Hell in a Cell matches, all three of them. Let's get to the Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship. We got Drew McIntyre taking on Randy Orton and his Mountainous Voice. This feud, I think, deserves this type of ending, because this was going on since SummerSlam, or even before SummerSlam. With Randy excuse me, getting the shot, beating Drew up, putting him in the hospital, almost breaking his jaw, and then Randy, and then Drew coming back and Claymore kicking Randy 4 times on Raw, which set up their ambulance match at Payback, which with help after Randy destroyed Christian, Big Show, Ric Flair, and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. After that, the Legends got their revenge at Payback, and actually, was it? No, it was Clash of the Champions, I should say. I forgot that was last year. That's month, I should say. So they got their revenge at Clash of the Champions. Drew got his revenge, and he kept the title, and once again beating Randy Orton. He beat him at SummerSlam. I think he beat him at Payback, and he beat him at Clash of the Champions. So he's I think he's 3-0 or 2-0. I forgot if they had a match at Payback. I'm not sure, but in any event, this is their third or fourth match, and as we saw over the last couple of weeks, Randy, taking care of the Legends once again, getting payback for what they did to him at Clash of Champions and the ambulance match. So Randy got his revenge with the night vision goggles and stuff, and then Drew getting his revenge eventually over the last couple of weeks, and they're going back and forth in promos. And then, as we saw this past Monday, Orton cuts the promo inside Hell in a Cell, and then try to invite Drew in. Drew gets the bolt cutters and cuts the lock, and then goes inside Hell in a Cell, and looks like they're about to fight. And then Raw ended. We didn't know what happened, if they even fought or anything like that. But yeah. So this match is going to come to a head. I picked last few times. I picked Randy Orton to win, and he's lost. But I'm going to do it again. Randy Orton needs to win the belt, and hold it till WrestleMania. No, so I think Randy Orton's going to finally win the belt at Hell in a Cell. He's going to beat Drew, get the title for the 14th time, be 2 behind Flair and Cena. I can't believe I'm saying that. But, he'll win the belt again, and then probably lose it to Edge when Edge comes back at the Royal Rumble and wins the Royal Rumble and faces Randy at WrestleMania 37. So a rematch from Extreme. No, that was not Extreme. It was one from WrestleMania, the other one from the pay-per-view after that. There was not Back. I don't think it was Backlash. It was something. The one after that. No, it wasn't the horror show Extreme Rules. Wasn't that shit? But the one after, I think, was I forget what it was. But anyway, so that's what I think is going to happen. Randy Orton's going to win the belt, hold it to WrestleMania. Then he'll fight Edge, and then Edge will go on Raw the night after Royal Rumble, announce that he wants his payback from Randy Orton tearing, basically putting him on the shelf for the last couple months with his torn bicep. So he wants closure. He wants to end this freaking thing. So I don't know if there's going to be a stipulation if they have another match, but we'll see. So I'm going to go with Randy Orton to win the belt, and then Drew will maybe go into a feud with somebody else. Maybe Bray Wyatt. I think Randy Orton's next. If Randy Orton wins, his first challenge will be Bray Wyatt. So they'll kind of relive that fiasco, with that feud, which was pretty damn good, with the House of Horrors match and then the match at WrestleMania, where the ring, changed in the different scenes. They had like maggots, and Randy's on the phone like screaming and going completely berserk. And then Randy won that match. I think he won the House of Horrors match as well. So I think we relive that now. So we'll see what happens with that. So, and Drew will chase Randy, over the next couple months. But I don't think they'll get a rematch. And Drew gets his guaranteed rematch. We'll probably get it on Monday Night Raw. But so match number 5 in their series, and I think Randy will win that. And then Drew will go back into the back of the line, and Randy will begin his feud with Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss, and we'll see what happens with that. And maybe the new Wyatt family will get by the time that happens, but we'll see. And that's that. So Randy Orton will pick up the victory and win the WWE Championship for the 14th time. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, after that, we get to another Hell in a Cell match, this time an I Quit match, first time ever in a Hell in a Cell match. For the WWE Universal Championship, we got Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockfist himself, with "My name is Paul Heyman" with him. He's going to take on Jey Uso in a rematch from Clash of the Champions, where Roman basically beat the crap out of Jey, and if it wasn't for Jimmy, and then Jimmy Uso came out and threw in the towel. Well, basically told Roman he quits. So, some like ref stoppage, but so Roman wins, and then he gets proclaimed the tribal chief. And then over the last couple of weeks, it's been really good promos. Jey saying, "I say, you beat me, but you're still not the tribal chief. You're still my cousin. I'm gonna beat you." And then Roman's like, "If you want another match, okay, I'll give you another match, but this time we're doing it inside hell in a cell." And then as we saw, not this past week, last week, where Roman told Jey that there's gonna be big time consequences like we haven't seen before in WWE. So he put in the stipulation for an I Quit match. And then we saw at the end of Raw on SmackDown last week with Roman and Braun Strowman, with Roman winning and then beating the crap out of Braun with a chair. And then Jey Uso comes out to stop it. And then he starts beating on Roman with the chair. And then Roman comes back, hits him with a Superman punch. That ended his SmackDown last week. And then this week, last night, we see Roman in the ring, and he announces that what the consequences are. And the consequences are, if Jey Uso loses, him and his brother Jimmy Uso will have to take orders from Roman and acknowledge him as the tribal chief. So that's big time stipulations right there. I quit, and if you lose, you have to do Roman's bidding. You and your brother have to do Roman's bidding. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think Roman's going to win, obviously, and Jimmy and Jey are going to do his bidding for a couple weeks, and then they're going to turn heel, and they're going to join up with Roman and his Samoan Dynasty group that he wants to form, or WWE is thinking of forming, with him, the Usos, maybe Tamina. I don't know anybody else. It's not going to be his dad. Alpha's not going to be, in the Samoan Dynasty group. It's not going to be maybe Rikishi, but I doubt it. But Roman will be this big high chief, and he says, I'm bigger and better than The Rock or Dwayne, and then that'll lead to Dwayne coming out maybe after the Royal Rumble, or maybe after the Elimination Chamber, and he comes out and says, "What did you say about me, Roman?" And then The Rock will challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal title at WrestleMania 37, and Roman will beat The Rock, and then The Rock will probably go on the Raw after WrestleMania and say like SmackDown after WrestleMania, say, "Roman, you are the tribal chief, you are the best," stuff like that. So something's gonna happen like that, but we'll see what happens as the weeks and months go on. But I'm picking Roman to win, obviously, and Jimmy and Jay will have to do his bidding and call him the tribal chief. And they may not like it, but they're gonna have to learn to live with it, like Ric Flair said. And that's pretty much all I gotta say for that. So Roman Reigns will pick up the victory and retain the Universal title, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. All right, then we get to the main event, which is going to be the main event. Another Hell in a Cell match, this time for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Bayley, don't give me a hug, taking on the boss, Sasha Banks. Now, I don't know why they're going with this in their first official match of the feud. Don't give me that horrible match on SmackDown, which Sasha won by disqualification. It really wasn't their first match. This is really their first match. I don't know why it's in Hell in a Cell. I would have left this way maybe till WrestleMania, or maybe even after that, maybe the Extreme Rules or something like that. But they're doing this now, and finally we get the feud after months of Bayley and Sasha running rampant together. The two-woman power trip. Just taking over the WWE. Bayley, the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion right now, at 370 or 380 something days right now, and she attacks Sasha from behind and pillmanized her neck, which still hasn't healed from Sasha. Still hasn't healed from that, and then Sasha gets her revenge and tries to pillmanize Bayley's neck, but we didn't see that. And then we saw that last night on SmackDown, Sasha putting Bayley in a camel clutch with a chair around her neck, and Bayley had no other choice but to sign the contract, so now it's official. So we'll see what happens with that. It's going to be a pretty decent match. Sasha's been in the last two women's Hell in a Cell matches, her with Charlotte, and I think it was last year with Becky Lynch, and both times she lost, and really got the crap beat out of her. And both of them, getting put through. They went outside. Well, her and Charlotte went outside the cell. Sasha got powerbombed from the cage to the announce table, and some other spots in there. And then last year, different spots with the tables involved. Becky, Sasha hitting Meteor through the table on the Becky, and Becky somehow came back and won the match. So maybe the third time's the charm for Sasha. I'm gonna pick Sasha, but I just have this feeling that they're gonna make Bayley win by some chicanery, and she'll hold on to the SmackDown Women's title a little bit longer, and she might hold it through Survivor. I don't know if she's gonna defend the belt before the Survivor Series, and maybe lose it on a SmackDown, or she'll lose it at TLC, which I think is gonna be the next step for this feud if they don't have a match at Survivor Series. So I think the next step would be the TLC match, or maybe a ladder match or a tables match. Who knows? Some stipulation match. So probably TLC. I would think it'd be TLC, but we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going with Sasha to win, but I think Bayley's gonna. I think they're gonna go. WWE logic will prevail, and they'll give it to Bayley. They'll probably do some spots inside the cage. I don't know. They might go outside the cage, and somebody will get powerbombed off the top of the cage. Not off the top of the cage, off the siding of the cage, like kind of reliving Sasha and Charlotte Flair. If they can top their match in 2015 at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 1, I will be really surprised, but this may or may not be a great match. But I'm hoping it's good. But I don't think it'll top their match in 2015. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. So that's it. So my to summarize my predictions for the matches at Hell in a Cell. At my predictions at Hell in a Cell, and I'll get to the chat in a minute. We got chat for once. I got Otis beating The Miz and retaining the Money in the Bank briefcase. Not that I give two shits. I got Jeff Hardy to defeat Elias. Another match I really don't care. I got Roman Reigns to defeat Jey Uso, make him quit inside Hell in a Cell, and Jimmy will be doing his bidding on SmackDown this Friday night. So we'll see that. I got Randy Orton, hopefully to beat Drew McIntyre for the WWE title inside Hell in a Cell, and for the SmackDown Women's title inside Hell in a Cell, I got Sasha Banks to beat Bayley. But as we all know, Bayley will probably win, but we'll see. So Otis, Jeff Hardy, Sasha Banks, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns are my predictions. And let me know your predictions if you're in the chat, and that's all I got to say about that. And we will move on from there. And that's it. All right. Let me just get to. Wait, let me just. I'm gonna briefly talk about Bound for Glory. And I did not see it. I was at work, so I didn't even get time to see it. But I saw a couple of highlights on the TNA YouTube page. So we'll see what happens. Excuse me. We'll get to that in a minute. So, all right. So let's get to some chat before we get to Bound for Glory, and that's that. And hopefully I can get to my chat. All right, Jimmy boy, Jimmy boy. He says, "Hey, cowboy, what's up, partner? How you doing?" He says, "Are you doing No Shave November?" No. I would, but my last time I did it, I grew out my beard. It was I looked like Abraham Lincoln almost at one point. I cut off this and I had all this. I had the porn stash. You can see some of it starting to grow a little bit more. I'm gonna trim it down on Tuesday. So no, I will not be doing No Shave November. So sorry, and that's that. But maybe I'll do it maybe in March of next year. But I don't want to grow it out too much. Woman doesn't like it that much, but it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about it. PBNJ? No. Well, PBN, whatever that stands for. He says, "How about we get that shirt off Buff Guy?" Who's Buff Guy? I don't know who that is. So, but as long as he's not fat, but and we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. We move on from there. All right. A good buddy, the Insanity Plex, chiming in. He said, "The Rock's induction speech for Ken Shamrock going into the Impact Hall of Fame was epic." I actually saw some of that. It was a pretty good speech. Rock doing his rock isms here and there, but a pretty good speech from the cock. I mean, the Rock. And I guess I guess Vince let him do it. Because Vince really doesn't give two give two shits about Impact right now. You probably own that shit soon. Because how Impact, Impact's not doing so well on Access TV. Twitch a little bit better, but not really doing good on Access TV. But that was that. So they, good speech by The Rock, but I, other than that, I watched a couple matches here and there, a couple highlights, but not. I didn't. Did you watch the pay-per-view? No, I didn't watch. I watched the highlights, and that's that. So, and that's it. All right. So let's get to some of the highlights of the results. Most of the card. Rich Swann, look at the beat Eric Young and take the Impact World title from him after Rich Swann came back from injury. We had the Motor City Machine Guns defending the belts on a fatal four-way against the North and the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, and Madman Fulton and Ace Austin. We had that. We had I believe a 5-way. 1, 2, 3, 4. We had a 6-way scramble match for the X Division title between Rohit Raju, the champion, defending against Chris Bay, Jordan Grace, Trey Miguel. That. We also had for the Impact Knockouts Championship, Deonna Purrazzo. What happened with that? We had the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. We had AC Baby Romero, Alicia Edwards, Cody Deaner, Brian Myers, Jessica Havoc, Heath Slater. Yeah, Heath Slater was on the pay-per-view. Hernandez, Larry D, whoever that guy is, Rhino, Taya Valkyrie, Tennille Dashwood, Tommy Dreamer, and the ever popular TBD. So somebody might be returning or debuting tonight. I didn't see it. So we had Moose versus EC3 and a grudge match, not for the TNA World Title because that is gone and buried now as EC3 threw it in the river. But even though Moose got it back somehow, so this match is not for the title. Then we had Ken Shamrock with Sami Callihan taking on Eddie Edwards. So we got that little grudge match between those guys. All right, so we started off with the Impact X Division Championship. Rohit Raju taking on Chris Bay, Jordan Grace, Trey Miguel, TJP, and Willie Mack. Getting to the end, and this was a one fall to a finish match. So no eliminations or anything like that. They had a Tower of Doom spot, which is always nice. We're getting to the end, and TJP ended up getting Grace in a knee bar. Trey then comes in, and TJP locked him in a knee bar instead before Jordan Grace nailed a senton on the TJP. Then she hit a Grace River, whatever that is, and Rohit Raju broke up the pin. He threw Grace off the top rope to the floor to take her out. Ooh, that looked bad. Then he kicked TJP after he hit his finisher, which I have no idea what it looks like. I don't watch Impact, so I don't know. And Rohit Raju picked up the victory and retained the title. And that's pretty much it. So Rohit Raju picks up the victory, and that was that. And that's it. So Rohit Raju picks up the victory and see what happens with him this Tuesday night on Impact as they lead into their next pay-per-view, Hard to Kill, the first pay-per-view of 2021, which I believe is January. I think they said January the 22nd. See if I can get my I think it's January the 22nd or the 23rd. I think it's the 23rd. But I'll check that again later. Not later on, but at another time, I'll let you know. After that, we get to the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match. We had AC Romero, Alicia Edwards, Cody Deaner, Brian Myers, Havoc, Heath Slater, Hernandez, Larry D, Rhino, Taya Valkyrie, Tennille Dashwood, Tommy Dreamer, and the ever popular TBD. There was a little caveat in the match with Rhino and Heath Slater. If either one of them win, they have to win, or they're done with Impact Wrestling. If they win, Heath gets a contract with Impact. We had Crazy Steve in the match, and we had Daivari. Remember Daivari in the match? They didn't really do much there. AC Romero comes out, which meant that XXXL were in the match together, all three of them. Tennille Dashwood entered next, along with Caleb Conley with a K. Tennille didn't get in the match. She was too worried about getting her picture taken. So screw him. Caleb gets in the ring, and they started wrestling a little bit. Jessica Havoc comes in, and Brian Myers entered after that. Crazy Steve was eliminated by Brian Myers. Then Hornswoggle entered. He must have came over from WrestlePro with Brian Myers. Daivari was eliminated after that, and then Hornswoggle before Tommy Dreamer makes his way into the ring wearing the Road Warrior animal face paint. Nice little tribute there. Then Alicia Edwards comes in, and after that, Tommy Dreamer was eliminated, and then Brian Myers threw Alicia out. We had Kara Hogan in the match with Tasha Steelz. And then James Storm comes back to Impact. He was in NWA for a while, and he was teasing maybe a comeback. So James Storm comes back. The Cowboy comes back and just beat up everybody. Adam Thornstowe from Reno Scum entered. Myers tried to eliminate Storm, but it didn't work. And then Luster from Reno Scum comes in. Heath comes out. He eliminates Brian Myers, and then Sami Callihan comes out at number 19. So kind of like a Royal Rumble type match, but it is what it is. He tries to eliminate Storm, didn't work. Hernandez comes out at number 20, and then there was a battle royal. Fallah Bahh was sent over the top rope, but he had a big wad full of cash. I don't know why. And it was Hernandez's money, and kind of left to get continue his thing with Hernandez. But in the end, we get into the end. Sami Callihan threw Heath over the top rope, and the officials started to look at Heath. Looked like he hurt himself or something like that. And then Callihan went to get a chair, and the referee took it away. Then then Rhino hit the gore, and picks up the victory. So Rhino gets the win, and Heath Slater is now a member of Impact. And that's all I got to say about that. And that's it. We move on from there. All right, after that, the North cuts a promo. Ethan Page was pumped up. Josh Alexander wasn't kidding when he said they wanted to get in the best shape of their career. They look pretty damn buff, but it is what it is. Not Buff Bagwell, but buff. Then after that, we go to EC3 and Moose at an undisclosed location, which is in a warehouse. Beat the living bejesus out of each other. And they were talking, and EC3 said that Moose should become a legend. Then should become a legend, then he can hold the title, but he's not a champion. And then EC3 had a little moment to reflect. He had a little memory from memory of his time in TNA from the old school days. And then Moose is like, "Is this what you want?" You know, the old Moose mounted EC3 and started punching him left and right. Left EC3 laying on the mat, busted wide open and just broken. Then he takes his shirt off, which was covered in EC3's blood. He asked EC3, "Is that what you want?" EC3 popped up and screamed, "Yes!" And the followers around the ring started chanting, "Moose, Moose, Moose." And then Moose took EC3 out with the TNA World Title. And then some ominous music played after that. So I guess Moose won. I guess, and then some ominous music played. I don't know what that means, or like I said, I don't watch Impact, so I don't know. So let me get that. All right, then we got Ken Shamrock versus Eddie Edwards. Ken Shamrock gets the win with the ankle lock. Calhoun tried to get involved. He got knocked out from Eddie after that. So we got that. So Ken Shamrock gets the win off of that. And after that, we had the Impact World Tag Team Championship with the Motor City Machine Guns defending against the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, Man Fulton and Ace Austin, and the North, Ethan Page, and what's his name? And Josh Alexander. It was an okay match. The North win back the Impact World Tag Team titles for the second time. They held it for just about over a year. Now they might be going for another year, but we'll see what happens with that. So North pick up the victory after Ethan Page hit Carl Anderson with the title belt and knocking him out. And then the North pick up the victory, and they're on their second reign as tag team champions, and we'll see what happens with that as we move on in time, and that's that. All right, then we get to the Impact Knockouts Championship. Deonna Purrazzo defending against Kylie Rae. Was supposed to be against Kylie Rae, but Kylie didn't show up, and nobody knew where the hell she was. So Su Yung comes out and takes her place, and they go at it. And she's beaten. I think it was the. I think it was the regular version. It was Susie, but so Su Yung comes out, and they go at it, and we get near the end of the match. Purrazzo tries to jump on her. She was caught in a mandible claw. Young hit a red mist in Kimberly's face, and then she got the mandible claw as Deonna had her own submission on. Then Sue ate 2 kicks as her mouth was busted wide open, probably some teeth lost or something like that. Then Deonna tried to get the Fujiwara armbar, but Sue hit a stunner. Then she picks up Deonna, hits the panic switch. 1, 2, 3. We have a new women's champion. Well, Knockouts champion Su Yung. I believe it's her first title reign, second title reign, with the belt. So Su Yung is now the champion, and the evil Su Yung, not Susie, evil Su Yung, the one that I like the most, picks up the victory and becomes the Knockouts champion for the second time. So we'll see what happens with that as we move on. And maybe we'll find out what happened to Kylie Rae, on Tuesday, but we'll see what happens with that. All right, then we get to Eric Young defending the Impact World Championship against Rich Swann. Pretty good match. Eric telling Swann to go away, go home. This world belongs to me. Stay down. Stop that. Stay down. But Swann keeps firing up. And Swann was busted open a little bit in his mouth. And we get into the end, and Young stopped Swann on the top rope as he was going up. He wrapped him in the tree of Woo! further the damage on Swan's ankle. After he beat him up in the gym a couple weeks ago. Swan nailed a Gilmore cutter and another handspring Gilmore cutter before he climbed up to the top, hits the Phoenix Splash. 1, 2, 3. We have a new Impact World Champion, Rich Swann, his first major title in a long time. Well, first major title of his career, I believe, too. Was he held the Cruiserweight title, as we all know. And then he got fucked over in WWE. Well, he fucked himself over, but... So he picks up his first major title of his career, is now the Impact World Champion. Eric Young will probably get a rematch maybe on Tuesday or at Hard to Kill in January, but we'll see what happens with that. So congratulations to the new champions, Rich Swann, Su Yung, and the North. So from what I saw, the highlights wasn't a bad show, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, I'll give TNA the benefit of the doubt. I give it a 6 out of 10 from what I saw, and we'll see what happens Tuesday night on Access TV or on Twitch or whatever you watch TNA from. Not that I care, but I don't watch it. But I watch highlights of it on the YouTube channel, so I keep up to date. Not that I'm going to do any reviews. I think this is the first TNA review I've done in a while. So there's your Bound for Glory 2020 results, and that's it. So that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching the video. Enjoy Hell in a Cell tomorrow. I'll be back with my Hell in a Cell review tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be doing my AEW and NXT reviews. So get that out of the way and talk about get you ready for AEW and NXT Halloween Havoc this Wednesday night, which I'll miss because I'll be at work. But I will be I'll be rewatching it when I get home. So Wednesday night you'll get another AEW review. I'll be home probably by 11 o'clock, so then I'm going to watch it. So maybe about 12:30, because I'm off on Thursday, thankfully. I'll do that. And then Thursday, your NXT Halloween Havoc review. We'll talk about that. And then hopefully next Friday night, probably I'm not going to get home until about 12:30. Then I got to eat. So I'm going to try to get the SmackDown review up by 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. I want to get it out of the way. I don't want to do it Saturday. But if I can't do it Friday, I'll definitely do it Saturday when I get home from work. Won't be home till about 12:30, 1 o'clock when I get on this Saturday. So I'll try to do it Saturday night when I get home. So I'll get that out of the way. And there's your week of wrestling. And that's it. So that's it. So leave me your predictions for Hell in a Cell down below in the comment section of the video. You can do a video reply if you wish. And with your predictions and your thoughts and analysis and all that other good stuff. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And hope you enjoyed Bound for Glory. It was a pretty decent show for what it was. And congratulations to all the new champs. And we'll see what happens with TNA on Tuesday night. And as they start going forward with the rest of the year, as they lead into January of next year with that first pay-per-view, Hard to Kill 2021. Josh Matthews botched the date. It's like January 22nd, 23rd, 2020. Moron. You still reliving 2020. You wish it was January 2020 when this fucking virus wasn't going around. But that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below on this channel. Let's try to get to 300 subscribers. We're at 269. 69. We're at 269. Hopefully we'll get some more subs by the end of the year. Maybe we'll get close to 300 over the next 2 months. But we'll see what happens. So up to you guys to send out my videos, get people to sub, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we will move on. And that's it. Subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. Down below. Check out my SmackDown review I did last night on the Killer Demon 669 channel. So you get caught up to date with my SmackDown review. And that's pretty much all I got to say about it. Don't forget to like the video. As I said, friend me on Facebook. Just type in Peter Gilmore. You'll find me somewhere on Facebook. If you're on Twitter, hit the link below to my Twitter page and follow me on Twitter. And you can ask me questions there. You can DM me or leave me a tweet. And that's pretty much it. And don't forget to tap the bell and get notified of when I go live and when I do my videos, so you don't miss a beat. Because if you do, you miss out. That's it. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, everybody. I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to finish my my sandwich. I'm going to watch a little bit more Cobra Kai. I've been binge watching Cobra Kai again. Second time I'm doing it. On about to hit episode 5 of the season 1. So gonna finish up a couple more episodes, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Then football Sunday tomorrow. Tomorrow we got the Jets and the Bills in Buffalo. Should be a great game for the Jets. Can you say 0-7? I could. Jets are not gonna beat the Bills. Good night to the Jets. Get ready for 0-16. So get ready for that. So and then the Niners, my Niners, we go to Foxborough and face Cam Newton and Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Should be a competitive game. I'm hoping the Niners win. So we stay in the race for the division and in the wild card. No, I'm thinking about the wild card, but it's week 7. Got 10 weeks to go after that. Excuse me. Been having problems with my throat lately, so yeah. I think I got chopped in the throat by Rikishi or something like that, or by Asuka. But I digress. So yeah, so Niners game tomorrow afternoon at 1:00. If you got the Rich Man Cave, we get to watch that. So I'm gonna be watching that. Might watch the 4:00 game. I think it's I don't even know who's on the 4:00 game. I don't even know who's playing Sunday night. I really don't care. But got that. I think the World Series game 5 is on Sunday. Game 4 was tonight. I don't know what happened. I know the Dodgers were up 2-1. So who knows what happened tonight. If the Dodgers won, they're one step closer to giving Los Angeles their second championship in the span of a couple months. Another parade in LA should be nice. Get the Lakers winning the title, the NBA title, and possibly the Dodgers might win the World Series, but we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with football and the World Series of Game 5 is tomorrow. See what happens with that. And we also got Hell in a Cell tomorrow. So that's probably going to get squashed by football and baseball. If baseball's on tomorrow, which I think it is. So we'll see what happens. So, the ratings and the buy rate for Hell in a Cell is going to be horrible. Not that many people be watching it anyway. So, I'll watch some of it, some of Hell in a Cell, just a couple. I'll probably just watch the Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre match. I'll watch a little bit of the Roman Reigns Jey Uso match, and then I'll watch a little bit of Sasha and Bayley, and that's it. I'm not really caring for the rest of the pay-per-view. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So that's it. So thank you for watching. Go to sleep, everybody, if you're in the Northeast, if you're in the West Coast. Hope you're having a great night and a great weekend. End of the weekend tomorrow. So I have off the next 3 days. So yay to me. Making that money you wish you had. And get my work week done. Then I go back on Wednesday afternoon for a couple hours. So my next work week for Halloween week, I got to work on Halloween, but at 5 o'clock. So working the evening to late shift, the evening shift. So might get some kids coming into my store. You know, the late kiddies, because I'll probably be going out about 2-3 o'clock anyway. But then again, they might come out at 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'll get a whole bunch of kids. I got to give them a whole bunch of candy. I really don't want to, but I don't want to deal with the contact and all that shit. But I think most of the kids will be going out late afternoon and early evening anyway. But I think they're probably going out during the day on Saturday, because the clocks at tomorrow, the sun goes down at 6 o'clock. So by Sunday, it'll be right almost at 5:45, and then next Sunday we turn the clock back, fall back. So we gain an hour of sleep next Sunday, but the clock goes back from 2 o'clock to 1 o'clock next Sunday. So, like I said, we gain an extra hour of sleep, but the sun is going to be going down just about just around 4:30, 5 o'clock every day, all the way up until I think mid-January or February. And then we turn the clock back in late March or early to late March. We spring ahead, and then we start. The sun will be going up, going down around 5:30, 6 o'clock, all the way to about June, when it hits about 8 o'clock, 8:30. And then that'd be nice. July and August, it starts going up from 8:30, 8:45. So that's all good. It's all good. That's all the good stuff, and that's all I got to say about it. So that's it. So thank you for watching. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my AEW review and my AEW and NXT review, and my Hell in a Cell review, all on the Peter Gilman YouTube wrestling channel. So subscribe now to that channel, and don't forget to hit that bell and get notified of when I do those streams tomorrow. I'll probably do the AEW stream first and the NXT stream first. Get that out of the way sometime in the afternoon, and then probably late tomorrow night, probably around maybe 11 o'clock, maybe around 10:30, 11 o'clock, depending on what I'm doing. I'll do the Hell in a Cell review. Hopefully, have a nice chat. Maybe go an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours tops. But don't want to go too long, because I don't have much time on my channel. So with that, and that's that. All right, so thank you for watching, everybody. I know I said that 6 million times already, but if you're just tuning in, bye-bye. So thank you for watching. Leave your predictions down below and your questions as well. Subscribe, hit the bell, turn on all my notifications so you never miss an upload. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Peter Gilman signing off for episode 181 of the Gilman Chronicles. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, bitches.